Now we are going to create a family using the tools in Revit. We're going to create a round chair. So let's open from families, click new. Under the metric family template, let's use the generic metric model, click open. Here I will show you how to use all the difference tool and creating a parametric chair. So let's create. First part is we need to make sure we place the reference plane. This is typically our reference. Even in circle, we still need to have this reference plane. So let's create a square chair, a simple square chair. Let's create the X reference. Then from this reference, and this is the origin and insertion point, we need to create some dimension. So let's specify the dimension here, set equal, here to here, and to here, set equal. Now let's also specify the dimension from the end to end. And now we need to create a label for this, or create a parameter. We'll call it the width of the chair. Make sure it's typed, then the rest is maintain, common, and length and dimension. Make sure it's a family parameter. Okay. It's a square chair, so let's make it same parameter. So here let's click the dimension. Let's click this and set it as width. So as you can see, it's a square shape. So this is the chair pad that we're going to create. First thing is create. Let's create an extrusion. Here we can select the rectangle. Again, to have it parametric, you have to line up the profile away from the reference plane so we can align it and lock it into position. When we lock it into position, once this reference or this width changes, this line will also follow the reference plane or the width of the chair. So here we're going to lock it in place again. Click lock. First select the reference planes and then set the profile line. Let's set the thickness to about 150. Finish edit. Here, once you go to you can even click here and change the width, or you can go to this width. Let's say it became 1/4. Hit apply and click. So the model is following this reference plane, and it's already locked into this plane. So once the planes move based on the dimensions in the parameter, this shape or profile will also follow. Now let's go to the front. Now we have set this chair is sitting on the floor level, so we'll place it with another reference plane. We have to create from the floor plan. So let's say typically it's about 900. So let's create this dimension. Select the dimension and create a parameter. This is the height of the chair. Okay. Now let's change the height to 900. Or actually it's about lower than the table, so it's about 500 on the top of the chair. Okay. So now we can move this, stretch it. What we're going to do is we're going to lock it in this position. So once we change the height, this top of the chair will follow this reference plane. So let's position it here. Once you click it, click lock. Here we need to create another reference plane. just to lock the thickness of the chair. So here we can set the dimension. Here you can also select and change the dimension to 100. Then you can select it and select the dimension and lock. Then let's select this again and then lock it into this reference plane. So it will always have a 100 mm thickness. So let's change the height, see what will happen. Just watch on this. Let's say 700. Apply. Okay. Now we change the height to 700 and the thickness is maintained at 100. If we look at 3D, it doesn't look much. Now we're going to create the back portion of the chair, the rest. So let's backrest, or let's create a simple type. So let's create another reference plane. Let's set the dimension to 50. Select here to change the dimension to 100. Let's say the thickness will be 100. Let's lock it. Now this is locked into this. The button is already locked. So now let's create another shape. Let's create another reference plane. This is the height of the backrest for the chair. So let's create another dimension, which is from here. No, let's select it from here to follow this dimension. Let's set it as 900 or 600, and then let's lock it into position. So once you have locked it, you cannot change the dimension. If you want to change the dimension, you unlock first, you will click here and change the dimension. Let's change it to 800. So let's create another extrusion and select this. Now click finish edit mode. When we go to the reference level, you can see that this is the position of this backrest. So let's lock it into the plane, so it will follow the same width of the chair. And lock it. Now we look at 3D, it's looking this way. Now we're going to create some supports on the 4 numbers of support. So let's go to reference level. We're going to create another reference plane where we can lock in the position of the supports. So let's create this reference plane. Let's create another reference plane. Let's create another one over here. We're going to set it at 100, so let's use this reference plane. So let's get a dimension, select this and change to 100. Then we lock it in place, so it will follow whatever changes in the width that we create. So here we're going to lock it into position, make it align so it looks nicer. 100. Set it and lock. Now we have locked this. We need to lock this position. So select here, dimension, change the dimension, select this reference point, type in 100, then select the dimension, lock it. Here I think we already locked it, so we have it in position. So let's just make sure it's locked in. it's already constrained on the other side, which is the front wheels. Now let's create the support for this chair. Let's use the circular shape. Let's set it about 50. Then select another support here about 50. You can type it, enter. 50, key in 50, and let's finish the dot to 700 or okay, so hit finish. Let's see the front plane. Let's lock it into our reference plane so it will follow that depth. Lock it. Let's have a 3D view. Let's change some of the parameter. Let's say this one is 800. Click OK, so it changes. Let's apply some shading or consistent color. Let's actually you can also create some curve here, but that one later we will do. So here we can apply some material. Just select here. Let's apply some different materials on this. Click the object and let's apply some fabric. So we can have some like ladder dweller. Apply and click OK. So here if you have it, it's like a ladder type. This we're going to change this material to, let's say, metal steel, wrought iron, magnesium. Apply. So now we have different materials for the objects that we have created. You can also just to see the different shapes here, and here. Actually, we can combine this shape into one. So let's join. You can have it as one common object. Same thing with the floor. The supports and the chair. We can set it different. Now let's go to the front view. I will show you how to create some fillet and adjust the curves and shape of this chair. Here we can also create a void one or void extrusion. So let's create a shape curving this chair. So let's move this. We're just simply placing it first. Let's create some. It has to be a full loop. Then fillet this if it's not closed. Now when we go to reference level, you can see that the void is halfway. Let's push it out. And let's go to 3D. You can see that it has actually cut, the void form has cut the shape, the edges of the chair. So let's, either we can cut geometry and select the void form. Now we have cut and fillet the object and make curved on the edges. We can also do that in different shape, or we can create a profile using a different extrusion profile with a shape, with a curved shape, and then we'll just adjust it from there. So that is how to create a chair in Revit with the different tools in the Create tools using extrusion and cut geometry and void form. Thank you.